everyone, it's Clarice, and today I'm going to be doing another Saturday Reads to tell you about the books I read last week, the book I'm currently reading, and the books that I plan to read over the next week. This week I was able to finish 2 books, the first of which is The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. I think it took me about 2 weeks to finish this book total just because I was reading other books while I was reading this book. And I will post a full review of it later this week. But generally, I thought it was okay. I liked the world building and I really enjoyed some of the characters. Though it was a bit slow-paced and a bit underwhelming, I do understand that it's probably because this is the first book and there's a lot of world building still to do. But overall, generally, I'm pretty intrigued, so I do look forward to reading the next books eventually. The next book I finished this week was Practical Demon Keeping by Christopher Moore, which I read because I loved Lamb by the same author and I wanted to try some of his other work. Starting with the first book that he ever published, which is Practical Demon Keeping. And this, again, I will probably post a review of within this week. But it was exactly what I expected in the sense that the humor was so ridiculous and the story was so ridiculous and absurd, and I really liked it. At the same time, it was very obvious that it was his first published novel. But overall, like I said, I did like it, and it did have that absurd, at times kind of morbid humor that I actually really enjoy. And while this is my favorite, it does have me looking forward to reading more of this author's work. Also, I know I said last Saturday that I would try to get to reading A Storm of Swords this week, but I wasn't able to because I didn't have time, and I really didn't want to start reading that book without being able to focus fully on it because I felt like it would be a waste and I don't want to waste that book. So yeah, I'll probably get to it after school is done. Currently I'm reading Incarnate, which is the first book in, I think it's called the Incarnate trilogy by Jodi Meadows. Yes, I do realize this is the 3rd or 4th trilogy that I started over the course of maybe the last month, which is kind of ridiculous, but actually this book has been on my shelf for several months now. And yesterday I was looking for a book to read and I didn't feel like reading anything too heavy, so I knew I wanted to read something young adult, something that would be a relatively easy read. So I decided to pick this up. I started this last night and at the moment I am almost halfway through. So I guess I made a good choice. Also, it has a beautiful cover. Normally, I don't like faces in cover. Normally, they come off kind of cheesy. But this cover actually does it really well. Anyway, I'm hoping to finish this book by today or tomorrow if my hordes of schoolwork will allow me to. Depending how much time I have, there are a few books that I would like to get to this week after I finish Incarnate. The first 2 of which are a duology of graphic novels, which is good for time constraints, I guess. And that duology is Boxers and Saints by Jean Luen Yang? I'm not sure. Basically, this is a historical fiction graphic novel duology about the Boxer Rebellion in China, which I bought today, which is why it's still in plastic. I literally just came from the bookstore. So yeah, I love historical fiction and I love graphic novels, so I'm really looking forward to this. And if I'm able to finish those this week, which I might because they're graphic novels, I also plan to read The Martian by Andy Weir. I've only heard amazing things about this book, and also it's science fiction, which I really enjoy. So I'm really hoping that I can get to this week. Also, a recent buy, which is why it's still in plastic. So anyway, that's what I read, what I'm currently reading, and what I plan to read. As usual, feel free to tell me about your reading plans in the comments below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and also please follow me on Twitter if you haven't yet. Again, thank you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!